Other countries, like Brazil or Finland, workers are encouraged to take an average of 30 days of vacay.
No way, yo. 30 days? Get out of here. They encouraged to take a month off from work like their employer encourages this. Welcome back, Kim HD. So today I have another reaction for you. So what I'll be reacting to today is a little different. It's called 21 Things That the U.S. 21 Things in the U.S. That Puzzle Most Foreigners. You know the U.S., we kind of flow to our own beat, our own rhythm, kind of do stuff a little different. You know, we like to be difficult and stand out and all this stuff. So it should be an interesting video. Yeah, let's check it out. All right, let's go. Turn that down.
Well, you may have lived in the United States your whole life without realizing that something totally normal for you seems bizarre to people from other parts of the world. Who knew that munching on fried pickles in a highly air-conditioned room was so outlandish? Well, here are some other highly entertaining Americanisms I've gathered. Let's count it down from number 21. Sales tax is a guessing game. When you go shopping in the U.S. and see a price tag that says $14.88, don't expect to pay $14.88 at the register. Sales tax is not included in the price of an item. And since this tax can vary from state to state, figuring out your total can turn into the ultimate mental math challenge. In many European countries, the sales tax is already included in the price.
What?
It's known as a value-added tax, or VAT.
Value-added tax.
Number 20.
Well, so sales tax in other countries, in other European countries, have the sales tax included so you know your total before you purchase an item. Why we can't do that? Why can't we do that? I don't know. That's interesting. A lot of people struggle with that when you go to buy a new car. You go buy a new car and they say, "Oh, the new car is $20,000." And once you get to the dealership and they add in all these document fees, all these reconditioning fees, and all that stuff, sales tax, now $20,000 car just turned to $23,000, and you're like, thought it said $20,000. Why didn't you include all of that into the price before I came about the car? Yeah, I mean, just include the sales tax. Well, that's not fair, because sales tax can lower if you have a trade-in. If you trade in a vehicle, that'll lower your sales tax a lot. So I guess that they would know that. But still, a lot of people, in our country actually be pissed about, going to the dealership and the car being, a few more grand over because of sales tax. That's interesting.
We're total workaholics. A lot of Americans don't feel the need to take long vacations, so they often let vacation and sick hours pile up without ever using
that
them.
one.
Plus, most employers only give you 2 weeks out of the year.
Exactly. So, kind of contradicted himself a little bit. That is not true at all. Who would not take a vacation? There are usually a few reasons why we don't take a lot of vacations. I was going to say 2, but I'm sure it's more than 2 for some people. 1, you can't afford to, because you probably don't make enough to be able to miss work that much, because you have bills and obligations, so you can't. 2, your job doesn't give you a lot. Like you said, 2 weeks at most. And I know some jobs, you might get a week, maybe, and you accrue that time, and it can be used up. So no, it's not like we don't think they're necessary and wouldn't love to take a vacation. We don't just love being at work. Not most of us anyways. We have to, and we ain't trying to get fired or get in trouble. Or you trying to save your vacation time for a specific time of the year for an event, whatever.
But in a lot of other countries, like Brazil or Finland, workers are encouraged to take an average of 30 days of vacay.
No way, yo. 30 days? Get out of here. They encouraged to take a month off from work like their employer encourages this? I'm in the wrong country. I'm moving to Finland. Who coming with me? 30 days? If I miss 30 days at work, I'm fired. even if I got a doctor excuse, even if I got a doctor excuse, I'm fired, man. That's crazy. And the employer absolutely is not encouraging you to take 30 days off. If they do, probably they can fire you when you get back. You know.
Wow. Maybe I should take some time off. Or perhaps I'll just keep waiting.
No,
19.
get fired.
It's not a party without red Solo cups. In the States, this red plastic cup is synonymous with party on, dude. But other countries apparently don't recognize this cup to mean the same thing. People in the UK, for example, don't use red Solo cups at get-togethers. They have to go to a special website to purchase the cups for American-themed parties. Who knew?
Wow.
Number 18. Deep-fried everything.
Oh, we love some fried food, don't we?
Fried pickles or even fried Oreos. America has it all. Fried fish recipes for...
And I'm in Texas. So the Texas State Fair, fried everything, baby. You already know how it is. Fried Oreos, fried ice cream, fried, I don't know, whatever you could think of. Fried Juicy Juice. But yeah, I'm in Texas, so the Texas State Fair, fried everything, baby. That's why I'm not in shape, anyways.
Whether it's fried pickles or even fried Oreos, America has it all. Fried fish recipes first appeared in Spanish and Portuguese cookbooks as far back as the 1200s, and the Greeks were frying food in olive oil way back in the 5th century BCE.
Olive oil. Wow.
But as America does with many things, they've adopted a tradition from far-off lands and took it up a notch.
We always like taking stuff, making it our own, and then putting our own twist on it. You know, just like soccer or football. We such bullies. Like, do we ever come up with our own stuff?
Or 5. 17. Get everything you need right at the pharmacy. If you're not from the U.S., it may be puzzling to walk into a pharmacy and see aisles and aisles of over-the-counter meds, toys, makeup, clothes, and even groceries.
Everything.
Unlike in other countries where pharmacies sell medicine and medical supplies exclusively, the ones in the U.S. are like small convenience stores where you can grab magazines, Tylenol, and a frozen pizza in one fell swoop.
Makeup.
16. Fill her up. In America, if a restaurant doesn't offer free refills on fountain drinks, it's kind of strange. But in other countries, once you buy one beverage, that's it. France banned refills on sugary sodas back in 2017 in order to combat the current obesity epidemic.
I was just going to say that. That's not bad as it sounds. You like, oh, free refills, they banned it? Why? It's so dramatic. Because they're trying to stop people from being out of shape. Like, I was in great shape a few years ago. I didn't gain a lot of weight. If they would ban some sugar and some fried food and some of these sweets I be eating, I would still be in a lot healthier shape. Thank you. So, I don't know. Yeah, America, you know, we have weight epidemic, weight issues. And that's just because we encourage to eat fried, sugary foods and drink soda. It is what it is. Other countries are trying to take it, trying to help trying to help their citizens out by cutting some of that out, cutting some of the food out, because half of us don't have enough mental control to put the hamburger and the donuts down. So they said, okay, we'll do it for you. It's banned. I feel you.
But in the U.S., the idea of free refills is still alive and well. 15.
Yeah, man,
if you don't like it, return it. Whether it's an ugly sweater from grandma or a heinous pair of earrings from an ex, if you don't like it, you can just return it. In America, making returns at stores is pretty normal and super easy. I mean, the U.S. even has a National Returns Day in January.
We do? I didn't know that. I don't shop a lot. I didn't know that. I actually have a lady friend that literally will buy clothes, not wear it for 6 months, and go like on a return spree. I'm like, wow.
Conveniently held for you to return holiday gifts you weren't too thrilled about. 14. Tips for everyone. Cab drivers, servers, hairdressers, you gotta tip them. Tips are acceptable for almost any service in the U.S. and sometimes consist of 25% of the bill. We haven't started tipping surgeons yet. But there are places in other parts of the world, such as Japan, that consider tipping incredibly rude, like in restaurants.
Really?
When you travel to different countries, it's important to learn their tipping etiquette so that you don't offend anyone.
It's
13.
rude to tip in
I'll
Japan?
take my coffee.
What? I wonder why. I mean, because who wouldn't want extra money? That lets you know Americans are greedy. Other countries get offended if you tip them. In our country, we are like almost have to tip. Not have to, but you know what I'm saying. That's crazy. Very interesting.
Coffee to go. With a Starbucks on
I don't drink
every
coffee.
corner, it's very normal to see people toting around a coffee as they shop, commute to work, and whatever else at all times of the day. But in
Yep,
many
people
parts of
love
the
coffee.
world, coffee is meant to be sipped on while seated and enjoying the paper or chatting with friends. Tugging
not
your
to-
coffee along with you throughout the day might be due to the fact that the cups are huge and take longer to drink. Who's got
Yeah.
that kind of time to be sitting in a cafe for hours? Sounds like fun to me.
I guess not Americans. It seems like to me compared to other countries, we work a lot and don't have a lot of free time. That's what I'm getting from half of this video. They get more vacation time. They encourage to take off. They get to sit down and enjoy their coffee, not shove it down their throat while they're trying to run to work on their 30-minute lunch. I think I don't know, man. I don't know.
Number 12, the land of ice-cold
Ain't looking
drinks.
too good.
Now, speaking of drinks, if it's not a hot coffee or cocoa, then it's probably got ice in it. Tea, coffee,
Yeah.
lemonade, soda, water. Americans
Yeah,
like
okay.
it on the rocks. If you go elsewhere in the world, odds are you'll be sipping your soda at room temperature, or maybe
What?
slightly refrigerated if you don't specifically ask for ice. Number 11.
Dang, you have to tell McDonald's no ice. Or they gonna put 80% ice in your cup with 20% drink. You take 2 sips after you leave the drive-thru and it's gone. And it's none but ice. Like, bro, I did not need my drink to be frozen. I would have got a slushy. Why is there so much ice? I don't want to chew the ice. That's crazy. So they put so much drink. That's because they be trying to put less soda. Because they cheat. Because America be trying to rip people off. But that's crazy. Other countries, room temperature. I don't know if I want room temperature drink. Slightly refrigerated. That's cool.
Keeping the AC on at all times. Americans must have an aversion to being hot. In many parts of
Yes.
Europe, people simply don't use air conditioning as much as they do in the States. Here, it's expected to always have the AC blaring, and a lot of visitors find it pretty strange and quite chilly. But come
Really?
on, it makes sense. If you're cold, you can layer up. If you're hot, all you can do is suffer and complain about it. Number 10. Looking at dollars is a snooze fest. I remember going to
What you
Europe
mean?
for the first time and thinking their banknotes looked like Monopoly money. And I guess a lot of countries have bills of different colors and sizes,
Yeah.
depending on the value, like Swedish krona and Russian
Oh,
rubles.
that's tight.
But
Oh,
not
look at that. Dang, look at that. That, like you said, like Monopoly money. That's crazy. Obviously, I'm sure they come over here and think the same thing about how dollars look, but that's crazy. Rubles.
in the U.S. It's all greenbacks, baby. Sure,
Yeah.
10s look a little
Benjamins.
yellowy, 50s are kind of pinkish, and Benjamins seem bluer than the others. But still,
I never
U.S.
noticed that.
dollars definitely aren't as fun and rainbowy as other
Yeah.
currencies.
I like that. It's real colorful and it's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Number 9, giving a thumbs up. In
Uh-oh.
America, even little kids know a thumbs up means good job, way
They
to
be
go,
fighting it. You get beat up
or
in another
anything
country.
positive like that. But if you travel to Greece or the Middle East and give this common American gesture, you probably won't make too many friends.
Oh, they're gonna be like,
Hey,
what?
how about
What you
giving
say?
this video a
What'd you
thumbs
say?
up for the useful tip?
I'm like he's flipping
Number
us off. He's flipping us off. Get him. Dang, thumbs up means bad. That's interesting to see the different ways people communicate in other
The
countries.
date writing conundrum.
They
So
right.
many visitors to the U.S. get really confused by the month, day, year thing, because most
Yeah.
parts of the world write the day, then the month, then finally the year.
Really? I didn't know that. We do month, day, year. They do day, month, year. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because obviously the day changes every day, so that should be first. Because it's like you obviously know what year you in. I would hope you will more understand what the month is because it take around 30 days for that to change. So the day changes every day, so that makes sense that you have to do put the day up front, and it change. Cause since that changes every day. Okay.
There's no clear historical reason why the U.S. insists on writing the day
Because we
differently,
like being difficult.
but we just do.
We want to be different.
Number 7.
That's why.
Pre-baby baby showers.
That's how we started something.
Many cultures celebrate a new baby coming into the world, but America is
baby
one of
showers.
the few places that does this before the baby actually gets here. In East Asian countries,
It's because we like celebrating and spending money all the time. That's why.
for
I wonder why ain't nobody got no money.
instance, celebrations for a new baby are held once the baby is born, as doing otherwise is seen as bad luck. Number 6, where "how
it's
are
all
you"
bad luck.
means hello. Sure, people ask each other how they're doing in other countries, but Americans often use this phrase as a replacement for hey or hello. It doesn't even
you doing?
require a real response. People just answer with "fine, thanks," even if they're in a horrible mood or had a terrible day.
Right. It's,
Number 5.
yeah, that's because it's so kind of generic, and we so used to people asking that. Like, how are you? Like when you go to check out at the grocery store or Walmart, how are you? I'm alright. Even though you was just in a car accident, because it's just a normal response because you don't feel like talking to them. We're not friendly. We're not too friendly over here.
Bathroom stalls that aren't so private. Don't like doing your business in front of complete strangers? Americans don't either, of course. But the fact that bathroom stall doors often reveal as much as your entire lower leg seems to say otherwise.
Yeah.
There's no clear reason as to why there's this big gap
Why
in
you can't
public
make it down
bathroom
to the
stalls
bottom?
here. But
Good
many
point.
guess it's for safety reasons or
Yeah,
ventilation.
I guess.
Just saying.
Ventilation.
Number 4. No one uses their
Like in high school, you like, who is that there? Who got on green Vans? Oh, that's Jimmy. Jimmy ain't not taking a dump.
reasons or ventilation. Just saying.
Look
Number
at us,
4. No one uses their inside voice. A lot of my friends who are visiting or moved to the U.S. tell me that
Why y'all
locals
talk
speak
so
so
loud?
loud compared to other countries. Whether it's talking on your cell phone or chatting with a friend over
Cell
lunch,
phone, people talk
Americans
loud.
seem to really like projecting their voice. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe we just want to make sure we're
I
heard.
don't know.
Number 3.
Maybe we
It's
all
all
deaf.
about choices. Walk into any grocery store aisle and you'll notice at least 10 different options for cookies, crackers, or cereal.
For
People in
everything.
the UK don't have these many options for food, and you'll
Wow.
almost never find anything in grape flavor there.
Really?
Number 2.
Interesting.
Hopping into the back seat of a cab. When getting into a cab, it's customary in the States to scoot on into the back seat. But in countries like New Zealand and Australia, riding anywhere but shotgun can be a little rude.
Really?
Number 1.
Why? Because they feel like you got in the back because they ugly or because they smell funny or something? Or you don't want to talk to them? Why you sitting in the back of my car? Am I ugly? I got something on my face?
That classic American smile. In the U.S., people aren't afraid to be nice and show their pearly whites all the time. And according to a 2015 study at Brown University, because America has always been a very diverse country, it forced people to smile at each other more since they couldn't always communicate with language.
Right.
That's just
Makes
one more
sense.
historical theory as to why Americans tend to smile more than people in other places do. Or maybe
Blue
we're just,
sad.
friendlier.
Happy?
Whether
Friendly?
you're from the U.S. or not, can you add any more strange Americanisms to the list? Let me know down in the
Americanisms.
comments.
Well, I don't quite know what other countries do differently than us because I haven't been to other countries, so can't really speak on that. But man, that's crazy though. That's interesting. That's interesting, man. Don't go somewhere and get somebody thumbs up. You might get beat up. Don't do it. You might not come back home. But anyway, hopefully you like the video. Comment down below which ones was the most weird to you. Like with the sitting in the back, the fact that we got so many options. Which one was the most weird to you? And also comment something that's different that you know if that wasn't on the list. Like the video, subscribe, comment down below any other videos you want me to watch. Kim SD, man, we out.
Hi, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll give you my phone number. Make sure you turn on your notification bell. Bye.
All right, I take that.